All I need to hear some good selection. Cause they give me some good information. On my way up to Marmalade. Thanks. This song I feel with valley. But the dreadlocks in the get up in my total cali. Them said that's all love. Slow love. Slow love for the wall. Slow love. Slow love. The people them love. Can't take this song them. No. Can't take this song them. See you. As long as I live. As long as I live. I shall see. I shall see. As long as I live. As long as I live. All right. Good day, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I saw for. That is not flying. Giving up. No respect, disrespect. Right. Respect someone who know who they might be. Get the stop and check. No respect, disrespect. It's an aspect someone who know who they might be. Get the stop and check. Hey. I don't know what's in the much what those are doing. I see one. I'll show you face, Mr. Cat, Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. We're live on the Zoom. I'm just the person dedication to one farmer. Whether you live a sentence or in a Nova. Cause this is Mr. Cat, the beer one right now. The child will never with him a girls of Asia. And in a London, I'm in America. And in a Canada, I'm in a China. It name the penny outside, it's wicked and wild. The penny outside, it's wicked and wild. The one poor person with an animal party. And the one poor patrician human party. And the one called Chaplin with ocean party. Me say, here go Mr. Cat with vineyard party. Them keeping a dancing a camping chat. The song did a play was through type power. Select up in the sound, the one full cucumber. I know what they in a ripe sweet guapa. Promote up in the dance, the one sweet was theater. The bartender was Irish for theater. Me say, oh, I will they get a scotch on his paper. With the matic funny me from a go vibe shoulder. Me say, oh, they made find a sweet chickasama. But they never left me to the name time center. Yellow yam and tweet, them and them and dance together. Love you up. Dance you up. Music touching up your heart. Right, let's get started. It's not the time to play me love all the time, boys. Don't love right away, we could be with what you. Right, happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. My voice is a little bit gone because I was out boogie again last night. So my voice gone, my dear. So I'll talk as loud as I can so you guys can hear me. A lot of people been asking me how the strategy works for VIX. So I said, let me do a training here on the Saturday. We're going to be doing some live trades and live training at the same time. So while we are getting to the trades, I'm going to explain yes and what's happening as well. Also, I did manage to add on the remainder of the pairs onto the alerts. I done it done for now. Me say I done it done for around here. So you understand? Because me not think the people are ready for that one here. No man. I don't think the world is ready for this one. I'm telling you. So Well, I did busy this morning, wake up early, add on the rest of the peers, them I could add on a little bit more on there, because we know that everybody trade. Yeah, son, the 25 one is and the 51 is on its own. So I could add on some more peers on there. So and if you guys can see my screen, this is the Discord group for the alerts. That's the only place I can set up the alerts through. Because I already had them on there already with the other peers. So this right here, it tells you good day. This tells you when to buy or when to sell a pair. But you're not going to be using the alerts to get into the trades alone. You're going to, say for example, like right now, ooh, there you go. So say for example, right here, it told us to buy VIX 75 for the buy. It says M1, which means the 1 minute time frame, right? What you're going to do from here is it's warning you or it's preparing you for you to get into the trade. But you're not going to use the alerts alone from the chat, right, to get into the trade. You're going to go back on your desktop or on your laptop or on your phone and check if everything line up green for the buy. If you notice, all of them is set up for buy. Because me is not a sell person. You me sit down and wait all day for the buy. So right here, right, it says buy VIX 75 on the M1 now. So you're going to leave from here. You're going to go back to your chart. All right. You're going to find VIX 75. All right. I see what's going on. Was it VIX 75 or 75 one is? VIX 75. You're going to go back to VIX 75 chart, which is what I'm on now. Right. And it's going to be showing you what's going on the chart. So like right here, it says on the M1. We're going to go to the M1 time frame. And as you can see, it's setting up for the buy. Yeah, son? So this, not only are you relying on trading view alerts, that alert that's going to pop up as notification on your phone is going to warn you and let you know that buyers are coming back into the market. Right? So the alert just pop out. You're going to come onto the chart and the 1 minute time frame and you're going to see what's going on. So like in this case, yes, we do have the green box, which is a support. You have the green arrow there. Let me zoom it out so you guys can see. So this, I set it up as early entries. Yes, son, for the alerts. So when the market set up early, you can enter early on the trade. So in this case, you have your green arrow, right? We have our green EMA. We have the green support box, right? But in this case, we have yellow candles, which is now red. We have red candle and a red volume. So this is telling me that it's not ready yet. So it's just you have to sit down and wait until everything line up green. Yeah, son, that's all you have to do. Sit down and wait for it to set up. Right? Let's go to our next pair. So let me share back my screen and show you guys what's going on. All right. So morning, in this case, 51S. So this I call it 51S to the buy on the M1 time frame. You're then going to go back to your chart, right? This is for people who do get the strategy. It comes with the alerts, right? I just recently added on the rest of the pairs them this morning. So it says 51S to the buy under what? The 1 minute time frame, right? Now the trend line is already there, right? The market did pull back down and we have some buyers trying to push up back the price. So you're going to wait right here for it to set up back because you need everything to line up green. All right? That's one other way to use it. You can either use the alerts or you can come on the chart yourself and then sit down and wait until everything line up green. That's all. Yeah, son? Right. Let's say you're going to use a chart by itself now without using the alerts. You're just on the chart and you see what you're seeing what's going on. You can use the alerts if you're out and about. Yes, son, or if you're in the house and yes, and you're not near to your laptop or to your desktop, or you're not near to your MT5. Yes, son, or if you're there somewhere else in the house and you have your phone with you. You understand? Or if you're there on your phone and one alert come on, you can say, all right, hold on, let me see the back. Me need to go and one trade. You understand? So let's say you're on the chart now. right? You come on here, you're looking at 75 1S. At this present moment, 75 1S is ranging, which means that it's consolidating. There's different ways of saying consolidation. Either move sideways, consolidating, ranging up and down. There's different ways. So in this case, I would not have got into this for anything. You need a break and close above for a buy or a break and close below for a sell. So this trade is a no-no right here, right? Now, that's one part of it. The next part, you come onto your day time frame and you see what's going on. In this case, there's sellers in on the volume. On the candle itself, there's little tubes of buyers. I'm going to zoom in and show you this, because the strategy comes with different confirmation now. When you come on the day candle, you can see that there's buyers on the outside of the candle. You won't be able to see it that well. Yes, and you have to zoom in, so you can see what's going on. Right? You can see the green wick, and you can see the green on the outer side of the candle. This is telling us that buyers are in the candle, but there's no buyers in on the volume. So right now, that's why it's consolidating on the lower time frame, because there's not much buyers or sellers in on the market right now. You understand? So in this case, like I said, we drop down to the 1 minute time frame for VIX, and then you wait until it breaks out somewhere. So not because it call out the sell, that means you must get into the sell. That's what I mean. All right, you see, just call out the buy. Right, you're not going to get in right here. You have to still wait until you get your break and close above. I hope that makes sense. So you're still going to sit down and wait for it to set up first before you actually get in for the trade. All right, so I did call out a few trades last night. Let me see if they did pan out. Let me see. But I think they delete them now. All right, so here's the next one as well. Right, you can see where the market is consolidating. You're not getting into this trade right now. Right, you're going to go to your day, see what's going on your day time frame. Now looking at this, as you can see, we're in a little uptrend. So I would mainly look for a buy. When you look at the day candle now, you can see a little pullback. Yes, there's a little bit of sellers in on the candle. There's not much in the volume. It's telling us that we need to wait. Right? So for me, I would be looking for a buy on a lower time frame. All right, let me see what the strategy. So the alert just call out VIX 75 for the buy. Let's see what's going on. All right, and the M1 still not ready. Thanks to the DAX, guys. So it's still not ready. So we're gonna sit down and wait for that one. All right, so we'll untick some of these things so we can come back to these. All right. So we said that this is a potential buy. So I'm gonna put that in purple. All right. This, let me look up on the day and see what's going on. All right, there's green volume here. All right, nice. So on VIX 75, there's volume there's green volume. That's telling us that there's a little tubes of buyers in on VIX 75, right? The candle for today, right? The candle for today has in a little tubes of sellers. How do I know? Because there's a red on the outside of the green candle. Also, we're literally near to our resistant bar, right? So it did come up here, rejected, come back down like the previous candles. Yes, so in this case, I would then wait for it to set up on the lower time frame, which is on my 1 minute. Because remember, yes, we're working with 1 minute time frame for instant entry on 75. All right. So in this case, I would then sit down and wait for it to set up. I'm not looking for a sell because we have volume buyers in on the volume on the higher time frame. Right. So this is not ready yet. We can put this in the sub waiting. So we have to put the color to aqua. 10-1S. What did we say we're waiting for? A breakout, then buy. Because there's buyers in on the higher time frame. All right. Nice. Next on the list. We can add this to the aqua list. VIX 25 1S. Morning. When you come on here, you go to your day time frame, see what's going on. All right. Let me clear off these. So 25 one is there's sellers in on the day candle and there's sellers in on the volume. Morning. Now we are still in our uptrend, right? They just called out a sell on the day a couple of days ago and it's been consolidating here and there, but you're working with today's day, volume and candle, right? If you want to mark it out, if you're a visual person, you just come on the day and mark out what's going on there, and then you drop to the lower time frame. Who is that text me this to me at work? So, right. So you come on your day, you mark out your volume and your candle. Right now, as you can see right here, the market did consolidate. Yes, we're gonna take 1 and 2 look buys out of it, make your money. Then we had the sell call out right here. So the sell call out right here around 5 a.m. this morning. Right now, I am not a scalper, so I wouldn't get into this. Right? It has to set up for me properly. I may have to check what I need to check for me to get in for the sell. Yes, and then I could take it down for the sell and make my money and come out. Right? Now, let's say you did get into this for the sell, or you want to get into this for the sell. This is what you're looking for, because we always are buy, like with the coronation market. So, you got in for a little couple minutes worth of buy, you reach up to the red box. Let's say you're coming out of the buy and you want to get in for the sell. Okay, you can make money. A lot of persons do not know that you can make money from the buy and from the sell at the same time. Yes, and you can catch a buy up and catch the sell down. Right? It depends. You have to set up properly for me. Yes, I have to say, all right, I could break my rule and get in for the sell. Yes, and if you have a rule, stick to it and do not break it. So with me, I mainly sit down and wait for the buys them, right? Because that's where I see most of my money, right? So you're in for the buy, right? You secure your profit. How do you know when to come out of the trade? It actually tells you what to do, all right? So how do you know when to get out of the buy? When you see the red arrow, if you see the red box, if you see a little warning sign, there's none above this here, but for those who have the strategy, you would see the little warning sign now and then. And if you see the red EMA change, and if you see red volume. So you have volume, EMA, red box, red arrow, or the warning sign. 5 things that tells you when to come out of the VIX pair. Or future pair or forex pair, whatever pair you're trading. Yeah, son? Once you get those 5, that's your cue for you to get out of the trade. Now, for you to get in for the sell, you need the red box, rejection, which is your ceiling. You need the red EMA, which is this one right here. So if you wanted to get in early, let me show you what you could do. Red box, red EMA, red arrow, red candle, red baseline, which is your volume, cylinder volume, right? You're not worrying about this trend line. This trend line is what activates the buy or the sell. This is if you want to get in a little bit early. But if you want to sit down and wait until the word sell comes up, see it here? All you have to do, sell, you have the red EMA, red trend line, red candle, red volume. Right? This is on a 1 minute time frame. You enter on your 1 minute time frame, then you go back to your 15 minutes time frame. When you go back to your 15 minutes time frame now, right? Let me delete this over here. So when you go back to your 15 minutes time frame, this is how it looks. And you would have been in this trade from 4:45 a.m. this morning up until down here, so which is currently now. So this is saying 6 hours worth of buy. 6 hours worth of sell. If you were to take that 25 one is straight for the sell. Right? Then how do you know when to get out of this trade now? Hold on. This is how you know how to get out. You will get out of the trade when you see the warning sign here. Warning sign. You see the green arrow pop up. You see the green support box pop up. You see the EMA turn green. That's your cue for you to come out of the trade, guys. Yeah, son? That's your cue for you to come out of the trade. this is why I said I don't get into sales very often, because yes, we would have missed out on one nice little piece of sell, but at the same time, it's not selling for long. Yeah, son, it's not selling for long right here. So in this case, though, where you see the warning sign pop up, it's warning you to say, okay, Kim, or secure your profits. Buyers are coming back in. The buyers them are come back in, come take over back them place, because you understand, you have to know for we place. You understand, this is not a selling place, because we are in an uptrend. When you're in an uptrend, you do not get in, you do not stay in a long-term sell. It's a short-term sell. Because when you go to the higher time frame, we're in a uptrend. It's just an offload. Some of the buyers them from a couple weeks ago, from last month, from whenever. You understand? Because when you look right here, we're almost back at a previous level. So that's why I don't jump and get into sales like that. Unless when I get a strong break out of this previous level, then I could stay in and take the sell all the way down to this green box. You understand? So when I drop down back to my 1 minute time frame, all I have to do is sit down patiently as Lamb Book of Life, and life giveth and God giveth light. That's what I'm doing. So me now, with myself now, I see the warning sign pop up twice. This is indicating that, okay, grab your profit and run like a girl. I have the green box. I have the green EMA. I have green candles pushing up, right? While red arrow come take out this green arrow. So I'm going to wait back for your next green arrow. And then down in here, so we have green volume. This is on the 1 minute time frame. Right? So if this line right here, which is your trend line, is all the way up here, so you can literally still enter the trade early. Yes, son, rather than have to wait for it to call out the actual buy word. Yes, son, or the sell word. Depends on what you're looking in for. Yes, son? So in this case now, I would then wait for this to set up properly. At this moment, it's not ready yet, so we can circle the ends and come back around here, so. All right? So I add that to the aqua list. 51S now. Right? I come on my day, see what's going on. All right, nice. We're in an uptrend. We've been consolidating for a while, right? You can see green candle, green volume. Green candle, green volume, and we're also coming up to our previous resistance. It's been bucking, yes, like how Red Bull a buck people at Jamaica. Right. Now, this case now, I am only looking for what? What trend are we in? What am I looking for, guys? Let me see if one of them listen. We're only looking for what, guys, in this case? If there's buyers in on the volume and there's buyers in on the candle, what are we looking for? Let me see if one of them listen, run this up. Buy. Aye. So we're only looking for buys. For those who are on my TikTok, guys, we need to get to 1,000 taps. Share the live and send for the auntie, sister, uncle, cousin, everybody. Right? So we're only looking for buys. In this case, I would drop to my 1 minute time frame, or if you're a visual person, right? You're gonna mark it out so you know what is what around here. So drop down to your 1 minute time frame, then your anything after that line, because remember, you know, when you put the line there, the market reset long time. So look at this buy right here. So if you had saw this from when the candle just came out, this is what you would have missed out on. So you would have getting for the buy somewhere from here. Look there. All day, early Saturday morning, I make the market money long time. Only would have make no market money long time out of this. All you had to do was wait for the buy to set up, get in, and you want to come out of the trade. None at all. Why wouldn't you get out of the trade? Why? Let me tell you why. Because the trend line would tell you what to do. You see this line right here? This is a trend line. This is what hugs on to the price. So as long as this line is green, you're not coming out none at all. You don't care what this EMA is doing. Yes, son? You don't care what this EMA is doing. This is the most important line that's telling you when to stay in and when to stay and when to get out. So you could have been in at this trade on 51S from, it's a Friday, well, the market would have reset Friday, early Saturday morning for me. But I must have been in a different time zone. So it I say the new candle come out at 4 p.m. Friday. The time on here is weird. But anyway, another to come out. Dear can go we are defend. So you would have been in at this trade from early Saturday midnight for me. You understand? When you mark it, and you would have been in at the trade all day. You wouldn't have to come out. So if you're a person who scalp, you scalp no more. This tell you when to stay in and when to get out. You understand? It's like I was in the 25 1 straight for about 1 week straight. And I come out until when we see the market a pull back. Yes, and bear in mind, bear in mind, VIX was not on trading view at that time yet. Remember I said that was naked charting and I know if it's staying at the trade longer. Right? So they're putting this on here is a God sent from heaven. May I tell you? God sent. Because no, me not have jump out and jump in and jump out and trade them. You understand? Unless the strategy said for come out, me come out. Right? Now in this case now, I will now wait for a break and close above the red box. Because remember, we're in a uptrend. There's buyers in there. The trend line is still green. The EMA is green. We have green candles. We have green volume, but we need a break and close because the price, the candles, which is still the price, is too close to the red box right here. So you have to go wait until I get a break and close to get in. You understand? Once we get it, then we can look for get in for the trade. So I can put one alert right there. So when it go off, then we can go over there. So I add this to the potential buy list. Right. 101S now. Ah, Sister Two Shoes come here. Whoa. Jesus of his Nazareth. Jesus. Whoa. All right. Run yes, I keep now. I did call this out last night. Did anybody take this trade for the buy last night? Let me see something. I did call it out last night for the buy. Look at this. Hi. Sister Two Shoes and her sister and her auntie, cousin, and uncle, and everybody run. Let's go look here. So anybody took this trade last night, would I be up in a profit this morning? So Sam's took the trade. Nobody else took the trade. But you know how I make the money, guys. My sister, oh. We have a double like African. My sister, oh. So if only somebody won't take the trade so far. So I called this out last night. Now the best thing about my strategy is that you can trade it in consolidation. I remember say VIX is mainly a consolidation market sometime. We're not now really guan around here. So guani. Yes, son? Now in this case, I called this out last night because I saw potential upside. Right? When I came onto my day, I saw that, yes, we were consolidating on the day time frame, but I looked down in the volume, and the volume we work with in a volume. That's why it's important to have a strategy like this. I work with the volume, and then I say, all right, then you know, so this is something I go buy because it's been sitting down here for too long. Then I drop down to my 1 minute time frame, and all I did was literally call it out in the group. Right? When we come in off of the road last night at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we see we get in for the buy, it actually called out the buy while we were on the call, while we were on the live last night, early this morning. Once you see the 2 EMA cross, the green volume, the green candle push up, right? We had entered before it called out the buy. Right? We had entered before it called out the buy. So we were in there long before it called out the buy. Then the volume is green. Everything line up green. Boom, you take the trade. That's it there. God, look at some mouth. So you wouldn't have to come out of the trade this morning. Aye. What does she mean? Good question. The trend line. Jesus, hallelujah. The trend line is still green. Yes, price did come down here. You start to change it, a little bit, then it find structure and pull right back up yourself. Now, if you wanted to secure profit from this, all you have to do is wait till they push up, create the red box and the red arrow. That's your cue for you to get out if you want to get out. Then it consolidate up, down for a man, all about the place, come back down, then set up back again. So if you had secure profit and wants to re-enter back again, all you had to do was drop back down to the 1 minute time frame, All right, then wait for it to set back up. All right, wait for it to set back up. So when it did pull down right here, it did call out back a next buy, right? It called out back a next buy right here. Whoops, sorry. You have the buy, the solid green candle, the two EMAs, the trend line and the EMA green. You have the green volume, right? Now in this case, I wouldn't enter right here because the red box is in front of me. I would then wait for my break and close, which would have been this candle right here. So, and all you had to do was take it back up. Watch out, watch out. Kuya, 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 when you see me with the fire. Now, because we miss out on all of that, now we have to wait for a break and close above here, right? Because we miss out on this a break and close, the market pushed up, you have give us a little bit of consolidation, we have to wait for a new candle. Right, now you guys can get into 101 to the buy. Let me get in myself, yeah. Come more money like go dry piece or make fire right now. Right, 101 to the buy, guys. 101 to the buy. All right. Remember, you can either use a 1 lot or a 2 lot depending on your account. All right. So once you get the green arrow, right, because we miss out on this, you can push right here. So you understand everything still remains green. We have a green arrow right here. That's your cue for you to get in. Once you enter down here, so you go back to your 15 minutes time frame, and all you have to do is watch your trade from there. If you are trade live, you know if you set no stop loss. If you are trade and you want to put stop loss, all you have to do is put your stop loss underneath this level right here. This box would be too close for you to put your stop loss, right? So you put your stop loss underneath this level right here, so, and I do that. You see that? And you left the trade. And as long as you keep buying all day today, you make money so till you're green like money. You understand? And not like lime. You understand? If you want stop loss, the stop loss is 140.1.4 for 101S. Let me drop this in the group as after trade. Copy. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's it. You don't have to overcomplicate nothing. Oh my God, it's hard. Yes, and once you do get the strategy, the more you understand it, the more you come on the sessions, and the more you understand it. Yes, son? Right. So we can delete this. Delete them here. Delete this. Right. So I'm gonna mark this because this is where we entered. Hold on. All right, so that's us right there. This is 25. One is the one is call out. Bye, 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 bye. Save me, save me. Come and save me. All right, so we're gonna check back on 25. One is coming. See the ball out round this all. All right, still not ready. Still not ready yet. Still not ready yet. Right, let's check on step index. Right. Step index now. Come on the day. See what's going on around here. So at this present moment, there's no candle, there's a candle, but there's not much volume right there. So there's red in the volume, right? There's red in the volume. For the last couple of days, right, the candles have been doing bare nonsense. There's not much volume. Now, if you do see the volume right here, okay, you're in. There's not been much volume right here. So for the past couple of days. Right? So when you do come on and you see it like this, you have to just sit down and wait. Right? Now it's trying to come out of one little downtrend that it's been in for what we can fill up. Right? And this is why it's so choppy. So you have to make sure, say, when you trade step index, make sure you have enough money in your account for with any pullback or anything like that, because it is dangerous like 101 SR. You understand? So you have to be very, very careful. So at this present moment, we would leave this alone because it's not ready. Right? Next on the list, 91S. Right? I don't really call out step index and 91S for the public, and I'm trading for myself personally. Right? Because these are volatile pair. You have to have certain amount of at least $200 in your account for trading per year. Right? So 91S finds strong support right here, which is your green box. Did push up multiple times, come out, come back down, call out the buy, call out the sell. Today's day can have a little bit of buyers in there, right? Down in the volume, having some sellers, right? So this is where it looks tricky. When you see the buyers them in the candle and the sellers in the volume, all you have to do is drop to your lower time frame. You can mark out the candle if you wish, right? Drop to your 1 minute time frame, right? Then you wait and see what's going on. Morning. So in this case, right, it did call out sell multiple times, right? But in theory, it's not selling. It's like, you understand, creating lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, but it's not drastically selling. So I would then wait for it to set up properly. In my head, I will look for a buy. Yes, and if I get it set up properly, I would be looking for a buy because we're at a strong support on the higher time frame. Yes, son. Now in this case, now on the lower time frame right here, right, we have the green arrow. The candles are telling us to wait. The yellow means to wait. Yes, and the EMA is also telling us to wait. Everything else tell us to wait. So in my case, I would then wait for a break and close above this green box. Now, this green box is no longer a support box. It's a resistant box. The only time it becomes a support is when the price is when the candles are above. If the candles are not above, it's no longer a support, it's a resistant box. It just don't change the color. When the candles are above now, then it becomes back a support box. You understand? What's your thoughts on 25 1S? But I know you know say road. Have you, let me say if you come in cause say good morning. Look, watch her. Mama check. Me not say no good morning. But you're very rude. This is like, what this for me, soul, yeah. No, you're too rude. You have to come in cause say good morning, darling. What this? All right. So 75 1S. There you go. So you have the green arrow. We already have the green box above, right? The EMA and the trend line. Call out back the buy one. Next green arrow pop up right here, right? In this case, I still need a break and close already above. It's still not ready for me, right? I want you guys to use a strategy. Not if you want to do chart markup, you take it off of it and do your chart markup. Even if you're going to do chart markup, you still need a break and close out of this area. Yes, I'll drop it in the drop it in the group yeah now. All right. This is recorded as well on my private YouTube, so I'll drop the link in there once I'm finished. So that this case, right, I still need a break and close out of this area for me to get in. So it's still not ready. Morning unknown. Right, let's circle 25 1S. So the strategy, the alert just call out for 25 1S again. Look at this. Buy 25 1S on M1. Buy 75 1S on M1. You see that? Right, all the people up on TikTok can see it. Let me show you guys. So when you do buy the strategy, right, me have a couple people for send the Discord link for the alerts. So you see that? Buy 25 1S on M1, buy 75 1S on M1. Because me start set them up on the M1 now. So you guys know me sold upon them. So each time it's about to set up, you can get the alert. Boom! Instantly. So in the market long before the rest of the people that we had to zoom over there. So yeah, son, yeah, get the alerts them quicker than all somebody could create, figure have one Zoom session, you in the market long before them. Because this now I warn you, and I say, ping, buy 25 on this, buy 25 on this, buy 75 on this, buy 51 on this, buy this, buy that, quicker fast. Yeah, son, so run yes or no, you don't need me if you do no Zoom. The only thing you need me to do the Zoom for, I think teach you how to use the strategy, that's all. So when I go on holiday and I'm going to sit down and drink 2 pina colada on the beach, you guys can do your own trading. You don't need to depend on nobody. If you have no Zoom session for you. You see that? Because the alerts, I can alert you know. Yes, son. And then when you come on your chart now, either by your phone or by your tablet or wherever where you have a strategy, you're going to see that it's actually setting up. So like this on 25 1S now, it's saying, all right then, by 25 1S, you have to come around here up on the chart. You're going to see what's setting up. You need everything to line up green for you to get into the trade. You want everything to be green. At this present moment, everything is not green yet. The alert I go keep reminding you, buy 25 on this, buy 25 on this, buy 25 on this. All you have to do is company chart and see what's going on. Now this case is everything not green yet. Right? What was the next one? 75 on this. Right. It did come up and tell us if you buy 75 on this in the alerts. The buy did call out around here, so, but it's still not ready for me yet. I need it out of this consolidation first before I get in. You understand? Right. Marissa, what else did he call out? Nothing else. 51S. We check for 51S. That's what I'm going to chop. Hey! Work your body, yes, a girl. All right, guys. Get ready for 51S. Watch ya. Boom long and come down here, so come keep a church keep on so. So like this now, right? You have everything green. But what's in the way? Who can tell me what's in the way? Let me see if you listen. If everything is lined up green, right? What is in the way why we can't get into the trade? Let me know. What is in the way why we can't get in? Let me see if I learn. Just never catch it. Never catch what, Lloyd? Why you never catch? Pick three? Lotto? Nobody don't know? But you don't listen, guys. Why can't we get in? I see that Stephanie get it. Nice, nice, nice. Stephanie said it did not break the resistance box. Aye. The red box is your resistant box, guys. Your ceiling. The ceiling is your resistant box. So if you don't break this, you cannot get into the trade. That's how I make the money, guys. That's how I make the money. Because you have to break the resistance first before you can get in for the buy. Because remember, 51S is in an uptrend, so we're only looking for buys. You understand? We're only looking for buys. All right? Right, 25 when it's not ready yet. All right, we'll come back around here. So I'm going to switch this over to the normal candles. So the strategy does work on two different candles, guys. It works on the normal Japanese candle, and it also works on the Ekanashi candle. So these are the Ekanashi candles around here. So, all right. So the strategy work on anyone, right? Remember, for those persons who don't know what the Ekanashi candles are, it tells you the true direction of the market, right? It's momentum base, which is the Ekanashi candles. So see, like right here where you see bear buyers in. Yes, and you could have seen in the market as long as the candles are green and as long as the EMA and the trend line is green. Yes, son. When you go on the higher time frame, you will see the true direction of each market. Right? If I just buyers are just buyers, if I sellers are sellers in there. Right? But my life for use, and not a lot of people know for use the Ekanashi, so I'm not bother with it. Yes, I'm switch down, yes, son, back down to the normal candles for everybody. All right. So what would this way I don't know? Step index, still not ready. All right. So we're going to come back down here. So step index is kind of iffy around here. So I would put an alert right here. So if it does set up back, then we can get in for the buy. 91S is actually set. I see it now. Anybody want to take 91S to the buy? Only trade it if you can, guys. Or put it on a demo account. So 91S, the lowest lot size is 0.10 or 0.20. All right, so 91S for the buy, guys. All right, look a bit of water break and look a bit of music in the meantime. All right. Kuyano. All right. Everybody in, guys. Everybody in. 91S for the buy. Right. 91S for the buy, guys. 91S for the buy. Money for that Saturday. All right. Kuyano. Right. White. All right. Right. Yes. All right. So we're in two trades, guys. We're in 101s and 91s. Now everybody can trade 91s and 101s. So we are still circling the pairs and master while going in a John shop. All right. So let's go back to 51s. So at least you guys get an idea of how you enter the trades. You understand? Once you're in profit, right? So for example, now once 101 is finished pushing up, you stay in this trade as long as you can. As long as you don't get a red box in front of you and the green trend line is still green, the volume is still green, you're staying in the trade. You're not coming out. Same thing for 91S. As long as the market push all the way up to Jesus, to Jerusalem Kingdom, and the trend line is still green, you're staying in the trade. You're not coming out none at all. All right? Nice. So we'll look for a couple more here. So lift it up don't be confused. Listen to rhythm and dance to the blues. I don't want you to think you have been used again. So lift it up again, you tell. And you put it up. Jesus Christ, good day, good day. Right. So if you miss out on a trade already, look over there, wait for the 10 minutes to break out. Jesus is Nazareth. So as you can see right here, perfect example. Break out of the consolidation, gone. Right? Guys, you can enter 10-1S for the buy. 10-1S for the buy, guys. This is our entry candle right here. So you see that? So when you guys are trading on here, I'm gonna set up 10-1S for the alert it for in the Discord. So I'm gonna put it on. So perfect example. If you want to set an alert on Trading View, if you have the free version, you get 3 alerts, free alerts. Right? So we did miss out on 1 year. Otherwise, we couldn't catch it from here. So up here some. Yeah, son. Right. 10-1S for the buy, guys. Right. So somebody called it out last night. From here, so pushed up, came back down, pushed back up, reached strong resistance, drop out of the sky from there. So yeah, son, when it dropped, me have sleep out, and I called sheep, I jump over moon, so me never bother. You understand? Get into none. So once you enter on the 1 minute time frame, you come back to your 15 minutes time frame. You're then going to put your stop loss underneath the green box. Right? You put the stop loss underneath the green box, and I use that. I'm not a big fan of 10-1S. Me not trade it personally. Yes, and because it's too slow for me. I can't bother with the stop here then. But if you have a small account, for those people who have a small account, you can trade it to grow your account. You understand? 10-1S and VIX 10 good for those kind of things. When I have a 10 VIX 10 panels, I can add it on as well and add it in the alerts for you guys. You understand? So when you put it on now, you put a stop loss underneath the green box. That's your entry right there. When you put on a long position, if you want to put take profits, you take profit. You take profit up here. So I don't use take profits, but for those persons who have the strategy, you can use take profits if you want, and I use that. You understand? Right. So that's 3 trades so far. We'll look for a couple more to go and enter in with.
What are they now? We like all the ladies them there and they look good. Remember say stone up on the first tree.
Alright, this already.
Now need to go on with that bag of things so that line up your hot. You see what we play the next song? The man where don't put up your hand for pum pum.
Yeah.
You're a professional batty boy.
That's right.
Come out of your mother, you're a batty boy. And you the girl that you're a batty boy. Think you have a same way as a yes, you can't take a big separating.
No, put on the bed. Don't put on the bed. All right.
So put on the bed. Don't put on the bed. I'll put on the Just put on it to make something.
Hey,
Put on it to
hey,
make something. Put on
hey.
it. If I'm about to know where I can. Put on it in my pants.
Right. Anybody trade BTC? The strategy does work for crypto as well. If you do trade BTC on your MT5, right? Or if you trade it on your wallet, then you understand you can use it for enter for buy some coins on your wallet as well. For those persons, I'm gonna redrop back their wallet in their free group. For those persons who are in Jamaica, you can get a crypto card in Jamaica. They do send it out there. You have the physical one for $100 and you have the virtual one for $10. For those persons who hope NCB are getting problem, you guys can get one of those cards. It's a crypto wallet card. So when you do get your payout from futures or from deriv, you can send it straight to the card and go a cash machine, go withdraw it. It works perfectly out there. Right? Nice, nice, nice. Right. It has if you buy 101S. We already in a 101S, my dear. Already in a 101S. All right, so 75 call out a buy just now, but we still need it to come out of this area right here. So you have some of the peers them that do consolidate a lot on the weekend. Yeah, so you just have to baba weave with some of them. Right, 35 one is already it. All right, 51 is almost ready. We need a break and close right above this area. See, call out the buy there. But even though I call out the buy and if everything line up green, you still need the break and close. So we're still going to be waiting right here. So for it. Yeah, son? All right. So we are going waiting in the meantime.
I slightly started so any man when I want a woman a professional must be one. And because it needs you while I want to go yes. But it Yo! But tell us a different kind of machine they are doing. Class 1 sound there. You know what going on now? Stone Love and my son. But the artist here and my uncle. And you couldn't come a Stone Love anniversary and don't play my uncle. Right, DJ Kid? Talk to them.
Watch me now. This is where you know that it's all about class 1. I don't say not the last one. I don't say Ace Jonah hype. I don't say John Wayne boy pick up steel from way down the lane. I don't say go on 60. Automatic never. Wait on that. Boy, 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 boy. It's a little story about life. Some takes class 1, them are 2. People love questions. Why? Some sounds wanna go for some.
All right, 51 is almost ready, guys.
Something is not to be ignored. That's one. I wanna be the one. It's gonna be. How it's gonna be. How it's gonna be. Sound. Yeah, them is the only way.
So, not like we
We don't like them.
Now we not like them, but tell them class 1, we not let people to come again. We go not all the farmer.
Come again.
Everybody went down school and can't count, you know. School of any purchase when they don't know. Say that one, them up buying them up alive. Couldn't class 1 when them are trying to the prime. Yo, think them up buying them up alive.
Right, so commercial break. Where the soul over, so we'll get back to you. So you do not get into the trade until you get a solid candle above the red box, guys. If you're looking for a buy, vice versa, if you're looking in for a sell as well. So you do not get in until you get a new candle above the box. We never say below, we never say beside, above. You understand? Yes, sometimes you get in and you might get a pullback. That's fine. As long as the candle did break above, you could get, sometimes you could get a little bit of retracement here and there. That's fine. You understand? So you do not get in until you get the break and close above the red box right there. All right. Buy 51S now, guys. 51S for the buy. I'm going to go find 51S myself here. 51S for the buy now. See it here? All right. Nice, 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 nice. Everybody in, everybody in. All right. So 101S and 91S, there's a play about at the entry. If you did not take those pairs, that's all right. So once you get your break and close this on, go to your 15-minute time frame. All right. Then guess and if you want to watch it from there, if I use the long position just to mark where I enter. You understand if you saw the trade play out, you don't have to use these guys. Right? You come by your 15-minute time frame now and you set your stop loss. I will put my stop loss underneath this previous level. Now there's different ways. If you don't know how to mark up a chart, don't worry. There's different ways where you can use to mark your stop loss area. You can either use this previous box right here, or you can use the one down here. So you understand? So if you want to leave it this so, you can leave it right here so. I'll put the stop loss there. So me like to have space with my stop loss them. Right? So I'll put my stop loss right here so if I give it some space. Just in case the market does pull back and decide to stop me out and run about the business. Right here so it's too close to me. Yeah, son, it might not be close. So it depends how much money you have in an account and you're willing to risk. I don't look too close still, but yeah, you can either use here or you can use the previous box down here. So it's up to you guys. Yeah, son. So if you put it right here and you put in the number, you put in the stop loss in your phone and you see how much you're willing to risk on this trade. If you want to risk $120, $130, depends on how much you have in your account, then you can do that. You understand? For me, me like my stop loss them a little bit bigger because me can't take the pullback and they stop me out and run God to Jerusalem Kingdom. So I like to have it with space. All right. So that would have been my stop loss down there. So all we have to do now is wait for these trades to play out and see what's going on. Now, for those persons who do have the strategy, right? 3 trades, there's a 3 trades rule, right? Even from before, you put on 3 trades at a time because remember, these pairs are very volatile, right? Sorry. And then it depends how much money you have in your balance. You don't want to put on too much trades. Even if you do have the strategy, you can lose everything. Yeah, son? Put on 3 trades at a time. And if you log out of a MacBook, you put on 3 trades at a time, guys. Yeah, son? No, if you do it stop loss on 1 or 2 of them, yeah, son, do not revenge trade and get back in and lose back the trade 160 times. You sit down and wait for it to set up back properly before you get in. Right? The rest of the trades, I'm not really, I said it right now. 25 when it still is play about. Pull back down a little bit to come back or retrace back. That's all. Right? We just enter 51S, so we're in that. I'm saying 101S along with there. So 101S is a little bit below our entry. So all we have to do is have some patience and wait for this to play out. Right? Bear in mind, these pairs, they are going to, yes, and consolidate a little bit before they run off. Worse if they've been pushing up all night. 101S been buying all night. If you were in there from last night. Yeah, so 91S, it did so I look for come back up. So like I said, it's all about how much money you have in your balance. Yeah, son. If you don't have enough money in your balance, some of these pairs do not trade them. Like the 101S, step index, 91S, leave them alone. Yeah, son. We not call them out for fun. Right? Well, the 101S is manageable because you can use a 1 lot on there. Yeah, son. Bear in mind the 2 lot is dangerous. Right? The 91S, 0.20 is dangerous. So stick to the 0.10 if you could trade it on yourself by yourself. If you are trade 51S, depending on your account balance, stick to the 0.005. Yeah, so I mean if you read drop back the lot size sheet in the VIP group. Yeah, son. For everybody else that recently came in. For those persons who did recently get the strategy, I did add it on for you guys. To get access to the strategy, click on indicators right here. Go to invite only. Then you will see Kim Possible Strategy, Kim Possible Indicator. Well done to everybody that did catch the sale. The sale is over from yesterday. Yeah, son, it's now gone back up to the original price. Yeah, son, reminder guys, I can't give it away for free. Yeah, son, come you have to pay a trading view every month for get access to the premium side of things for other people name. So I can't do it for free. Yeah, son, and I can't sell it for lesser than me. Yeah, son, may have it for. Right. Any questions so far? Any questions, guys? Let me know if you have any questions. I only do 1 hour on the Zoom and then I'll still be on TikTok, so you guys can come over TikTok. And we can go and watch the trades in the meantime. I sleep for the day, so I know I'm not going to sleep tonight. All right, so if you don't have any questions, then I will see you guys. The recording, I will drop it in the groups, and then you guys can come back and rewatch it. Yes, and multiple times if you would like to understand anything from it. For those persons who are on my TikTok, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. All right, and then we'll see what going in the John shop today. Let's see if we can make some money. All right, guys, if that's it, thanks for coming on. I will see you guys. What's the cost of the strategy? It's $163 US. But like when you're on the Zoom, I'll send me a DM and I'll give it to you for 100 today. And therefore, for anybody that's on the Zoom and you would like it, or on my YouTube or on my TikTok, I'll give it to you guys today for 100. For the rest of the people, them is 163 because they never come on the Zoom or the live. So yeah, if you send me a DM on Telegram, then I will send you the $100 link. All right. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys in the chat. I'll still be on TikTok, guys. All right. And if I add on a couple more, the alerts them. All right then. All right, Stephanie. All right, guys. So I'll see everybody later on. Toodles!